What's this?
Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I take another first look, this time at Judgement, Apocalypse Survival Simulator by Suncrash. It released yesterday onto Steam Early Access. That would be April 11th, 2016. And you can get it for 10% off now through to the end of time. No, through till the 18th of April, folks. It's obviously an apocalypse survival simulator. That's in the title of the game, so that's what it's all about. Now, I'm going to go to new game. We're going to get started here in just a moment. Let's see what the two difficulties are. Normal difficulty, expect a real challenge. You will likely lose in your first few attempts. This is the way the game was meant to be played. Or easy, beginner difficulty, reduced survivor needs. Survivors work faster and weaker enemies. For a more casual experience. We don't want casual, we want to die. Or not. Alright guys, before we hop in here, I want to put a disclaimer out there that I've had the flu since about late Thursday night. So Friday, it was starting to hit me pretty hard. And by the end of Friday, I was out of it. Saturday, Sunday, completely out. I did a little bit yesterday. It was still difficult. I tried to get this video out yesterday. Couldn't do it. Kept coughing repeatedly. So there'll be very real possibilities or pauses or just like blank spots in the game where I may have to mute to cough. And I'm on a bunch of different medication stuff for the cough syrup. My wife forced me to take a Tylenol 3. I have a bunch of different, like 8 different types of cough drops I'm trying, so it's very possible that I'm going to be, like, hallucinating by the end of this. I don't know, we'll see. It should be fun either way, so I don't feel loopy or drunk or anything like that, so it's not like I have super alcoholic cough syrup, but I'm drinking it by the gallon. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. But I can't be responsible for anything I say, so let's just have fun with this and try not to be too insane, shall we? Alright, shelter. While out camping, 4 of you were attacked by a single powerful creature. Together, you barely managed to take it down, but Ned, well, he unfortunately didn't make it. All around, more red eyes told of awful things looming in the shadows. You grabbed your supplies and made your way back to town, only to find that it had been overrun, burning under a red sky. The apocalypse has begun. The 3 of you make your way to a nearby hidden valley that you used to hike to. It seems safe, for now. You should set up camp, start with a shelter and a place to eat and rest, build a log cabin with a food table and a bed. Alright, so that is our immediate goal. Let's take a look around at this whole layout before we actually hop in and get started here. So apparently we have pause, normal speed 2x, 4x, and 8x, so we can definitely get this thing hustling. This seems to be like an event or combat log. We have Bobby, we have Timmy, and we have George. I think Bobby's actually a female. That's my guess. I could be totally wrong here. I would say Bobby's a female. Alright, we have total nutrition value of stored food. We have drinking water, scraps, science research, and occult research. And, of course, our menu up there. Looks like our map. You would move around with WASD, just like you would expect. You can also move with the middle mouse button. And, of course, using the middle mouse scroll wheel, you can also zoom in and zoom out. I like the way it actually shows up on our mini-map, too. How far out we're looking. See, now we're centered in the map. See, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually. So, all that being said, bunch of stuff up here. Worldview, crafting, research, build, tasks list, create tasks, base inventory, and mission. Alright, let's begin. Creating tasks. Survivors choose their own tasks once created. Collect wood by left-clicking on a tree and selecting chop tree, or you can actually do it with create tasks up there. There are many interactive objects in the game. To create construction or crafting tasks, open the build or craft menus. Alright, simple and easy. I'm going to pause the game real quick. Alright, so what they want me to do is to craft a log cabin. Well, I think I'm going to craft a log cabin right here, and then I'm going to clear out this forest. So, what we're going to do first is go to the build menu. Alright, building. To create build tasks, select an object, then choose where to place it. To continue building more of the same object, hold shift while placing it. Some objects will allow dragging to fill an entire area. Okay, certain objects can only be built on certain locations, such as mines that are built on resources, or beds that can only be built indoors. Available positions are highlighted when placing a building. Cool. Alright, so we're going to go to the build menu. We already have it. Looks like there's 2 different log cabins that we can build here. We have a 4x4 one and a 5x4. We'll go with the bigger one. Let's see what's the difference. 10 scrap and 20 wood versus 20 scrap and 30 wood. Sounds okay. Alright, so I'm going to build right here. We're going to clear cut everything, and this is just going over the movement that I've already spoken to you guys about. I'm going to create a task. I'm going to chop trees here, and I'm going to chop trees here as well. Those are going to be my immediate tasks. So we're going to do that. We're going to put it up to 8x speed. The building is going to happen really quick. In fact, it's already done. So on top of that, we need to build a bed, and we needed to build something else. So it was a food table. So we'll build the bed and the food table in there, and we will start chopping. It looks like Timmy's going to be our builder of sorts. Alright, learning to farm. You now have a base of operations, but you are far from safe. Your supplies won't last forever. If you don't find a food and water source, you won't live long enough to worry about those creatures finding you. Before you can grow your own food, you need to learn how. Building an experiment table and research farming seems to be the way. Alright, we're going to go to building, experiment table right there. That's going to take up the vast majority of our area. Alright, we have needs. In order to be efficient, survivors need to eat and sleep regularly. Okay. Survivors' nutrition levels decrease over time. Hungry survivors will visit the nearest food table to satisfy their hunger as long as food is available for consumption. Raw food is inedible, so you must prepare meals through the crafting window. Really? Survivors get tired over time. Tired survivors will seek a free bed. When sleeping, their health will regenerate quicker. Drinking water is required to survive. Water supplies decrease over time and must be replenished by gathering water at wells. And the penalties for food, health, and sleep, food, water, and sleep are as follows. Tired survivors are very inefficient in combat, while hungry or thirsty survivors lose health over time and they may die. Make sure to have plenty of food or water and beds. Alright, I'm going to go with 1x speed here, and let's take a look at what's going on. By the way, guys, I recorded about 10 to 15 minutes of this already, and I found out that it didn't like game capture on my recording software, so I had to change it and redo it because it was stuck on the main splash screen that we started on. So there's that. Alright, let's take a look around real quick. And to give me a chance to clear my throat. Alright, so we're going to start doing research points here. What basically happens is one person will sit on the research table, and as they're there, they will work and get research points. Once the research points happen, well, this will explain it a little bit more. Research available subjects to unlock new building and crafting options. Unlock research costs, research points. Unlocking research costs, research points. I'm sorry, guys, it's going to be a little bit tricky for me to read some stuff, especially if it's worded slightly different than I would normally. Like, it breaks my flow. I'm just saying, it might be bad. So my apologies for that. Alright, that are produced by survivors experimenting on the experiment table, or the magic circle. Some research subjects require materials that cannot be crafted or created before research is unlocked. These materials can be obtained in scavenge missions. Alright, so, yeah, like science and metal, alright. More advanced materials are scavenged from further away locations and are usually protected by stronger creatures. Some materials can only be found in special locations such as hellgates. Alright, so it looks like we're going to need to research farming, which is over here, and it's going to require 10 research points. So that's going to be the play. We're going to continue to do that. And there are still some tasks left available. Actually, I don't think there are. They've already chopped down everything. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quarry out some of this stuff here. And I am going to look for a well, assuming I can find one. We can search through there, get some medicine, some scraps, it looks like. Is there a well even on the map? There has to be, right? There it is. Alright, we're going to go to the well and we're going to fetch some water as well. Alright, so let's go. And we're going to have George continue to do the research on the thing. Timmy's going to go over here and chop away at some wood, or sorry, some stone. Hack away, pickaxe away, whatever you want to say. He's doing it. He's doing things. He's getting it done. Alright, under the crafting menu, let's just take a look at what it says here. Survivors can craft advanced materials, food, and equipment. Items are crafted in workstations such as the workbench. Different items require different workstations and materials. Left-click on an item to increase the amount to craft, or right-click to decrease it. Hold shift to increase it by 10 or decrease it by 10. New crafting options become available when the suitable research is complete. Alright, well, we can research some Whoa, what's happening? Oh, somebody was super tired, I guess. Alright, so I would like to craft some clubs. I think that might be okay. 1, 2, and 3. I don't know how that's going to work out, necessarily. Oh, well, it's been crafted. Did we... Okay, we have those. Do we actually get to equip them, or what? We're just chilling in our inventory, I guess. Alright, we only have so much bread left before we're out of bread, so we'll have to get moving on getting some food done. Alright, we've researched quite a bit. We've been running at 8x. I'm going to go down to 1x now. And we're going to go and research out the farming that we needed. There it is. You figure out how to farm. Use this knowledge and build some farms. They will provide a steady supply of food. Resources are running low, but there are plenty lying around in the area. You can chop trees for wood, quarry for stone and clay, or search debris for scraps. Build 2 vegetable farms. Alright, so we need vegetable farms. We can probably build at least 1, potentially 2, though I'm not sure about that. Nope, we need more wood for the second farm. Alright, so I can definitely make that a reality. Alright, and that should be more than enough wood once that is all done. I think I can probably cancel the well work here. We don't need any more water for right now. Get moving on, getting the farms done, and chopping down some trees. Probably cancel this one out, cancel that one out. We have enough stone, too. I'm going to cancel the quarry stone thing. Some sleeping's being done. A lot more research is being had right now. I'm probably going to cancel it once we hit 50, just so we can get moving on other things that we need to get done. So I'll hit the spacebar to pause in just a second, and oh, George went to sleep right before he was ready. There we go. Alright. So we'll cancel this. We'll take a look. We should be able to build the farm now. It looks like indeed we can. Alright, so I'm going to go and get that handled. I'm going to set this to be quarried. Alright, these farms should keep you fed for now, but when your colony grows, you will need to build more farms. Remember, you can't eat raw food. You will need to constantly prepare meals. Keep an eye on your water supply, too. Gather water from nearby well when it starts to run low. Note that you have basic supplies. You should prepare to defend yourselves and make some weapons. We've already crafted 2 clubs. Alright, scavenging. These clubs should help you defend your base from smaller groups of weaker demons, but in order to survive, you can't just keep your head low. You need to figure out what is going on out there and gather supplies from nearby towns. You might want to make some better weapons before heading out. You already know how to make basic bows. Alright. And here's the toolbars, okay. The toolbar is used to access several different game functions. Some actions can only be done outside the basic area. The world button switches between the base view and the world view. Build, crafting, and create task buttons are used to create different tasks. Simple enough. The inventory window displays all items that are stored in the base. The tasks list window shows all queued tasks and allows them to be cancelled. Cool. And the mission button displays the current mission to advance the plot. Good to know. Alright, assistance needed. We have noticed someone being chased by creatures near our colony. If we send a team to assist him, he might join our colony. Alright, we have paused. Stranger requires assistance. Rescue missions are launched from the world map. Click a location to see enemies and loot before entering. Scout to reveal more of the map. Okay. Send scavenge missions to retrieve valuable materials. Sometimes strangers are in trouble and are spotted that they cannot survive for long without assistance. We can send a rescue. Survivors on their way to missions can be recalled back to base in time of need. Alright. So apparently there is where they want us to go. Game speed. Well, we already know about game speed. Shortcuts when interacting with the user interface, for instance, when placing a building. Right-click or press escape to cancel interactions. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to send the rescue team. And we're going to give them all a club. It's probably not the best of plans, but we're going to do it anyway. Our combat is terrible. How efficient a survivor is in combat provides accuracy and evasion rates. Alright, I'm actually going to remove your weapon because you're going to stay put. I'm going to send you in. You're an addict. How efficient? Okay, in combat. You're a brute. Alright. So we're going to send you 2 in and hope that that's going to be enough. It's going to cost us 6 food to send them out there. That's cool. Send you out, and then we will go back to base view. We are paused right now. I think scavenging might not be a terrible thing, and I would like to see if we can't craft ourselves some basic bows. We will need a workstation if we're going to do that, or a workbench. The workbench looks like it's 2x1, so unless it's vertical, which it may be, we won't be able to do it, but we need some more wood if we're going to do that. So, that being said, let's just queue up these things and unpause. Alright, combat missions. There are hostile enemy creatures nearby. Eliminate all enemies in order to complete the mission. In combat, survivors are controlled directly. Survivors attack enemies with their range, but do not move or chase enemies unless instructed to do so. Left-click survivors or their portraits to select them. Once selected, right-click in order to move or attack. Select the whole team with the Q key or shift-click to toggle selection. Left-click and drag to also do that. With survivors selected, the chance to hit can be seen below. Cool. Alright, we want to be paused here. Alright, I wasn't sure what the combat was going to be like, or if it was just going to be like a thing that happened, like automatic, but that's pretty cool that it's not. Alright, well, we're going to get to hustling here. Don't see any enemies yet. I'm not sure where the survivor is either, though. Oh, we found an imp over there. 10% chance to hit. 12, 34. Oh, he's got a friend, though. He's got a friend. Alright, George. It's going to be up to you, buddy. You're going to have to go after this guy. Take him down, buddy. Beat him to death. You were terrible at this attacking thing. Come on, hit him. Yeah! Alright. Woohoo! We're superheroes. We helped the needy, folks. We are, you see it down there, helping the needy. Alright, we killed 2 enemies. We acquired 2 sulfur. And David has joined the colony. Sweet. Alright, now what's going on? Food is running out. Well, we're going to have to learn how to craft some food. I don't know how we do that. We need to get the workstation up and running. That's how we do that. Alright. Well, I don't know how long before our crew members come... Oh, there they are. How long before they decide to come back in here and do some stuff, but... There's definitely some things that David could be doing right now, and he's not doing anything. Hey, David, why don't you come over here, buddy, and why don't you help chop down this forest? Survivor AI. Survivors choose their own tasks, but fine-tuning is possible. From the Survivor info sheet, access priority windows to prioritize tasks for each survivor. Survivors can be ordered to perform specific tasks immediately with a survivor selected, right-click, okay, an object with an existing task, and select the assign option. Order selected survivors to move by right-clicking to an empty tile. The survivors remain in the destination for a short time and then continue with their task. To prevent a survivor from taking a new task, uncheck the automatically assigned task option in the survivor info sheet. Be aware this prevents a survivor from doing anything unless explicitly ordered to do so, including eating or sleeping. Well, that's cool. Alright, so we need to learn to craft some stuff. I think we're pretty close. We can do a workbench. Is there a way to rotate the workbench? Because, like, that would make me super happy if there was a way to rotate it or change it in some way. Does that mean we're going to have to build another log cabin just for that? That seems highly unlikely. Or very inefficient, I should say. Alright, well, while everybody's doing that, we're going to do the collect scraps thing in a couple different places here. We're probably going to build another thing maybe off to the right-hand side over here. I'll also get those things to be chopped. Eventually we'll start planting some more trees and whatnot, but for now, I'd like to go a little bit slower if I can. Well, I'm surprised. We actually survived our first battle. We're getting pretty close to running out of food, though. I'll say I'm not a big fan. We're down to 73 bread. We're actually down pretty low on water, too. Alright, so water is definitely going to have to be something that we need to do. Can we build our new cabin yet? No, we definitely need to do wood. We're going to have to stop, not Timmy, but stop the task that we're doing here. We need to get the wood handled, and the scavenging, while important, it's not as important. It's very possible that we may die here very, very, very soon, guys and gals, just so you know. I'm aware that this is a thing that can definitely happen. Workbench we can't post anywhere else. Has to be inside. Well, that is unfortunate. We're almost out of water as well. We have the 20. Do we want to wait for the extra 10? I feel like we probably could. But we also probably need to make sure we have the extra 10 available. Enemies approaching. You have spotted some creatures approaching your position. They will attack you soon. Better prepare. Okay, how do we do that? See, I'm not even sure how you do that. Alright, well, we should be... What's wrong with Timmy? He's hungry. Yeah, buddy, I know. I know you're hungry. You are being attacked. Equip your survivors before combat and defeat all attacking enemies. Alright. Oh, you're terrible too? Why are you guys so awful at this? You're a vegan. Well, you're an athletic vegan, so you're going to have to learn to man up and handle stuff. Alright, we're going to go to ready. There are hostile creatures nearby. Eliminate all enemies in order to complete the mission. Alright, flanking and cover. As enemies become stronger, more advanced tactics are required to survive. Cover. Some objects provide cover. Standing next to these objects improves the survivor's aim and evasion against enemies in that direction. Cover does not affect melee attacks. Select a survivor to see what objects are providing cover. Attack from behind or just from the side significantly increases damage and accuracy. Okay. Enemies make use of these tactics as well. Make sure survivors face their attackers. Remember that orders can be given while paused. Spacebar to quickly pause and unpause. Alright, so let's send Bobby down here. Timmy's going to go over here, and George, I believe, is our bad mamma jamba. He's going to come on over here and he's going to handle some business. Alright, Timmy, you're going to have to start it up, buddy. Bobby, you're going to get you to come over there. We're going to get you down here. George, you're going to come down here and start laying into these guys. Timmy, I'm going to have you actually tie that guy up. And we're going to beat on you from the side. And we're going to come over here and we're going to attack from behind. We're going to get in here. Yeah, George is wrecking faces. Ugh. Die, demons. Alright, we got 2 enemies killed. We got 2 more loot acquired. This is a fun game. I'm really glad I finally got my hands on it and ready to cover it. I've had this for a while and I haven't been able to play it. Like, my plan was to play it this weekend, folks, and unfortunately being sick, I hadn't got to really do a whole lot of anything, so it was definitely a detrimental thing for me, but you know what? That's okay. It's okay. I'm playing it now, and I really like it. I like what they've done. I like the choices that they've made. I would like to have more food, and I hope my people don't starve, but for now... No, what are you doing? Stop it. Go harvest wood. What are they doing? Guys, trees. Super important part of the job description right here. Build that. Alright, you built that really quick. And now we need more wood because we don't have enough. Isn't that always the way? Always need more wood. Alright, we are severely having issues with water, though. We are not bringing water back quick enough. Alright, so with that done, we can finally build our stupid workbench. Jeez, that was annoying. Well, hindsight being what it is, I would not have doubled these 2 up. It was my own fault. Oh, look, more enemies are coming. Well, we are prepared, sort of. Our people are tired, okay. You guys are all pretty much the same as you were before. Alright, there are a bunch of imps coming. David is not super healthy. We're going to have him fall back. It's because he's starving. Timmy is starving as well. He's also pretty sleepy. George is up for the task, though. George is up for the task. He is going to go over here and battle this imp. And we are going to try and maul these folks. Meanwhile, where in the world are you? You stay over there. We should be okay with these folks. I dare say. I dare say we've got this. Alright, survivor information. Click on a survivor to see more information about them, such as their skills and traits. Rename survivors by clicking on their name and typing in a new one. Every survivor has skills and traits. Skills determine the effectiveness of the survivor performing certain tasks. Okay. Gathering, science, crafting, farming, combat, occult, and building. Skills improve through practice. Traits provide permanent bonuses or penalties, such as skill and stat bonuses. And let's see here. Equipment. Equip survivors by clicking on item slots and then selecting the appropriate stuff. Cool. David, Move up and help out. George, help him. Beat this guy to death. Make him die. Alright, we acquired loot and everything is fantastic. Sign Timmy to go to the... No, he's gonna go eat some more food that we don't have. Alright, Bobby, what are your stats here? Gathering, you have a +2. You are only good at farming, so David is our official farmer. Looks like Timmy's not very good at anything. He's okay at gathering, and he's okay at combat. Now, where's our other dude? It wasn't David, it was George. Oh no, George is okay at combat. Okay. Timmy's good at gathering. That's about it. Alright. Over here, we'll take this and get this handled. David might die, though. Okay, crafting. We need to craft a whole bunch of these things. Craft and eat it, friend. Craft and eat it. You can do it. George, you're pretty close to dying too, buddy. How many did... Did we just craft 4, or did we craft like a million billion of them? Oh, I don't know. I felt like we should have crafted a whole bunch, but I don't think we did. What is Timmy doing? Oh, he's cooking. Okay. No, George died. Well, there you go, folks. I apparently spent a little too much time expanding a little too far. So this is all going to end in a disastrous, horrible, awful thing. But all that being said, it could have been far, far worse than it ended up being. But, yeah, the game is definitely hardcore. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do. Knowing what I know now, I would have built these 2 singular things on the side, and that would have left me enough room to build my work table. But again, that's what these games are all about. You got to learn different ways and different things and how to do stuff, and you get it done. Alright, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed this first look video. I will definitely be playing this a little bit further on. I'm going to let it go through early access a little bit more. I'll keep contact with the developers and whatnot. And maybe after the next big patch update, and I'm going to actually get some game time in on my own, I'll probably do another first look video, or maybe a first look mini-series, see how far I can get, and showcase a little bit more about what the game's all about. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it. I hope the next first look video I do, or the next time I at least get to play Judgment Apocalypse Survival Simulator, I won't be sick and dying at the time in real life, and it'll be of even higher quality. Anyway, folks, until the very next episode, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.